boys and girls. Today we're going to be discussing measurement. When you think of measurement, you might think of a few different things. You might think, how tall are you? Or how far is it from the shops to your house? Or how much liquid can a bucket hold? And those are all parts of measurement. But today we're going to be discussing mass. What is mass? Mass is how much an object weighs. Is it heavy or is it light? When you were born, the nurses took you and they put you on a scale because they wanted to find out how much you weighed. What was your mass? In South Africa, we use the metric system. So we talk about grams and kilograms, or you can say kgs for short. There are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. Grams is what we use to weigh lighter objects, and kilograms is what we use to weigh heavier objects. So if you are going to weigh 1 apple or a leaf or a feather, you will use grams. If you are going to weigh heavier things like a bag of apples or a bag of potatoes, or if you want to find out how much your teacher weighs, you will use kilograms. We are going to look at the mass of some of these objects. First thing I have is a tub of margarine. So this tub of margarine weighs 500 grams. So 2 tubs of margarine will weigh 1,000 grams, and that is the same as 1 kilogram or 1 kg. Then we've got this jar of mayonnaise. The jar of mayonnaise weighs 760 grams. 760 grams. So the jar of mayonnaise is heavier than the tub of margarine. Then I've got this can of tuna. The can of tuna weighs 170 grams. I've got this big slab of Kit Kat, and the slab of Kit Kat weighs 135 grams. This bag of flour weighs 1 kg or 1 kilogram. So 2 tubs of the margarine that weigh 500 grams is the same as 1 bag of flour. This bag of popcorn weighs 500 grams. So it's half a kg. What else did we say weighed 500 grams? Well done. It's the tub of margarine. So these 2 items, although they are completely different and they look completely different, they weigh exactly the same. If you put them on a scale, the tub of margarine will weigh 500 grams and the bag of popcorn will weigh 500 grams. And this can of tomatoes weighs 410 grams. So 2 cans of tomatoes will weigh 820 grams. So 2 cans of tomatoes is almost 1 kg. It's very important to know what mass is. You might need mass for recipes. I've got a recipe book here, and this recipe is a roast chicken. And in the recipe it says I'm going to need 800 grams of potatoes. I'm going to need 600 grams of cauliflower and 30 grams of coriander. So I need to have a little kitchen scale at home, and I'm going to weigh all my things out before I cook with them and use the recipe. A nice activity you can do at home is you can grab a few things from the fridge and the cupboard and you can put them in order from lightest to heaviest. You can also put those items into alphabetical order. So if you've got the popcorn and the flour, you decide what letter comes first, a P or a F. So you go A, B, C, D, E, F. So flour comes first. You can put all your items into alphabetical order. Another thing that you need to use mass for is building. If you are building, you need to know you can't make your roof too heavy. You can't make certain things too heavy or too light. If you've got pillars in your home, they can't be made of material that's really light, or it won't be strong enough to hold your roof up. If you are making a surfboard, you need to know how much does the person weigh that's going to use the surfboard. How much is the surfboard going to weigh? Otherwise, it's going to sink. You need to know how much your back weighs. If you're a professional cyclist, you'll know how much your back weighs. If it's lighter, it's going to go much faster, and if it's heavier, it might slow you down. So mass is very important for many different things. Thank you for listening to our measurement video.